You know, when you get to be my age and a show drops 2 episodes instead of one, you start seriously questioning whether you missed a week in your life or not. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. And in fact, Disney Plus did drop 2 episodes of The Bad Batch this week. We weren't expecting that, and it took us a little aback. But the reason they did it, no doubt, is because one episode leads into the other. The first one, called The Clone Conspiracy, is one where we don't see any member of the Bad Batch in the entire episode, but it sets up everything and introduces us to some characters. We've already seen Senator Organa in previous productions, of course, and we introduce a new Senator Chuchi. Senator Chuchi becomes a big participant not only in this first episode, but in the second one called Truth and Consequences. It goes back to two clone troopers, one they call Slip and another they call Cade. And Slip is concerned that he and Cade, of course, were on the mission that essentially destroyed Kamino. The official Empire explanation for the disaster on Kamino was a bad storm. It was revealed later on that Kamino has storms regularly, and they have protections against such things, so it's really unlikely that something like that should happen. And yet the Empire has covered that up, and mostly under Admiral Rampart. And with Cade wanting to tell what he knew, he tells his friend Slip about it, and Slip warns him that a person who tries to rat on Admiral Rampart could end up dead, and he surely does before the end of the first scene. But as we move along, without giving you just the plot as it went out, we notice a couple of things. First of all, we reintroduce Captain Rex here, who the Bad Batch had as their commander under in the first season. And he is kind of obliquely associated with what happened in the first episode. We know now that clones were manufactured, grown, or however they were created with advanced aging. That is to say that once they were created, they grew up fast and then burned out fast. They would last long enough to take care of most of their missions, but then would probably die, if not in battle, of natural causes before they got very old. And this is something that we did not know about them before that. We've seen another R2 unit, R2C4, who was apparently Organa's R2 unit there. In Truth and Consequences, this is when we involve the Bad Batch, and everything that they've set up in the Clone Conspiracy is now to be taken care of by the Bad Batch. And it involves them breaking into a Star Destroyer, finding some information, and presenting it to the Imperial Senate, where Senator Chuchi would implicate Admiral Rampart. How it ends, though, is a success and not a success. It is quite twist and turny on that, and it's worth watching on that basis. So, 2 of them this time, worth watching, and they keep you on the edge of your seat as you're finding out what's going to happen. And while you kind of know how it has to end up, it takes you on quite a trip before you get there, and you'll still be surprised at it. I'd like to know what you think about it. Please put it in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's our bread and butter, is how we are able to sustain this channel, is by having subscribers and for you to join us regularly. So if you ring the bell and set the permissions on your device to where it will inform you of when the next video comes your way, you won't miss a thing. And like I said, we're doing a good deal of content these days. So we are covering, of course, the Bad Batch. The Mandalorian is coming back on March 1st. We have Picard, which is going to be considerably better than the first 2 seasons we've been promised, and more. So why not make sure that you're subscribed and set to have notifications so you won't miss a thing. So until we talk again, don't go far.